Hey guys, the Gaming Preacher here with the review video. I've had several people ask me what kind of equipment, what kind of software that I've been using to make my videos, so I thought I'd do a quick review of some of the equipment, some of the software that I bought. What you've got here on the screen, you see I've got 3 items that I bought. All of this was from Amazon.com. I've got the Elgato Game Capture HD, the Blue Snowball Mic, and the Sony Movie Studio HD Platinum software to do video editing. The first item here, the Elgato Game Capture HD, this is a fairly new device that's come out that I don't have that much familiarity with PVRs as far as game capturing, but this thing is just incredible. Super easy to use. I would imagine from what I've read it's comparable to the other more complicated PVRs you can find out there, but this one is really small. It fits in the palm of your hand. It attaches to your computer by the USB and gets its power from the USB port. So if you're kind of hard up for plug-ins near your TV and near your console, not having to have an extra plug for this device will help you out a little bit there. This little box will attach to your Xbox 360 through HDMI or also through the older component, as well as attaching to a PlayStation 3. The resolutions go from 480 all the way up to 1080i, so you've got a good bit of range there to choose to quality-wise as far as your capture is concerned. But it's a really great device. I had it up and running in just a matter of minutes. For somebody who's not that familiar with capturing video on the Xbox, this was just super easy and super quick to do. The connections on it, here on this side you see the HDMI in, which will attach to your Xbox console, or if you need to use a component you can use the AV in there as well. Now on the other end of the capture box, you've got an HDMI out that will go to your television, and then you've got the USB port that will connect to your computer. They've provided a fairly generous USB cable, so unless your computer is just very far away, you should be able to attach to it pretty good. I'm fortunate that mine is in the same sort of location as my Xbox, so I didn't really have an issue with that. In other cases you might end up having to use a laptop if your computer is too far away to attach. But here's a picture of sort of what the setup might look like. You've got all the cables running to the computers, you got a cable running to your Xbox, and then the other running to your television. This diagram here shows you the wiring arrangement for an Xbox or for a PlayStation. So it's very easy to set up, very easy to figure out. Now the software that you're using from Elgato, you have to download from their website. It doesn't come with the device in the box. So you just go to their website, gamecapture.com, and download the software for your Mac or for your Windows PC. And so I want to take a look real quick and give you a view of what the software looks like. This is the screen that comes up when you start your game capture software. If it's attached to your computer, then you'll have a game capture screen showing your Xbox console over here. I don't happen to have mine attached right now, but the interesting thing about the Game Capture HD is it has a flashback feature that when it is attached to your computer and the software is running, it's recording the whole time. And if you wanted to start recording as you start playing, it'll do that in the background, and you can go in later on and you can fast forward, you can go backwards in time and set a specific recording, and you do all this just down here at this recording button. The editing portion over here shows you some of the videos that you've recorded. This is also where you would do any of your editing features over here, although I really don't think anyone would do a whole lot of editing within this software. If you did, it would be pretty minimal, but mainly the main thing that you're using this for is just to capture the raw video from your Xbox. Now you've got some options down here if you wanted to upload your video to like YouTube or Facebook, Twitter, if you wanted to email it, different things like that. But unless you're planning on uploading unedited videos, I really don't see these sharing buttons really coming in handy very much. So everything is controlled right here. When I get through capturing one, I will just hit this download button here, and I'll rename it and save it on a file in my computer, and then go and open it up in Sony Movie Studio to do the editing. Now regarding the blue Snowball mic, here you can see a picture of it here. This is actually the exact image of the one that I've got, the silver or chrome. Comes with a tripod, so that's real handy. You can sit it right in front of your computer if you need to. You don't have to sit real close to it. You could probably sit a good several inches away from it. You don't have to be right up at the mic for it to pick up very well. It's got a power light on the top that tells you it's attached. The USB port is in the back. It attaches to your computer's USB port. Your system, at least mine, Windows 7, will detect it automatically, install the drivers that it needs, and it's pretty much plug and play. Now on the back of the mic, you do have a couple options back there. There's 3 different settings that you can use based on your situation. The setting I've got in this case is number 1, and it's set for basically voice recording with a noise reduction to eliminate any background sounds. You've also got settings that can be used if you're planning on recording music, if you play the guitar or something like that. It's also got a setting if it's more of a conference room type environment where you need to have a little, I guess, a broader capture range, so it would pick up probably a little more background noise than setting it on the one I've got it set for just like commentary and voice recording. But the quality I think is great. The price was right on Amazon, and I don't think you could go wrong using this type of mic versus some of the $10 or $15, $20 mics that you can pick up at Walmart or Best Buy or somewhere like that. Now regarding the editing of the videos, I use Sony Movie Studio HD Platinum 11, which, like I said, is a couple levels down from the full-blown Vegas Pro, which is several $100s. And so here's a screenshot of what a typical page would look like from that software. You can Google, you can search on YouTube for tutorials on how to use this. I'm not going to go into all that, but you've got all your typical windows that you would expect to see in this type of software. Preview screens, your media screens, transitions, effects, your timeline down at the bottom for your text overlays, video overlays, the actual video that you're editing, where you can have multiple lines of that, as well as your music, sound effects, audio, voice, things of that nature. I've not used a whole lot of movie making software in the past. I've made a couple here and there for just personal things, and this was really easy to use. I haven't had any trouble so far. If I come across something I don't know how to do, if I come across a function that I want to figure out, then a quick search on the internet for tips and tutorials will produce pretty much any kind of answer you need to solve whatever problem you've got. So between the Elgato Capture HD, the blue Snowball mic, and then the Sony Movie Studio HD 11, fairly simple setup without too much of an expense, without too much of a learning curve, and you can be making videos on YouTube fairly quickly. So I hope you enjoyed this, maybe found it informative. If you did, hit the like button, and I would as always appreciate any more subscribers to the channel. If you've got any questions about anything that I'm using, or comments or opinions, please let me know below, and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. So y'all have a blessed day, and we'll see you later. Bye.